So now let's discuss more about our assemblies. So we have already created our hinge subassembly, which we are now going to use in this full assembly. So this is the main assembly which we are creating, and you can start this. If you have saved this, then you can start this with this full assembly. So far we've got the drawer. You can just open it and close it simply like this, and we have the full cabinet. Now right here we'll add the hinges. So I'll go to insert component, and we have created this hinge assembly. Select that and click open and just add it here. All right, now this is added. I'll simply orbit this slightly just like this and maybe bring it closer as well. Now let me show you an advanced method of adding it. And actually it's not advanced, but a smart method of adding multiple mates right inside your assembly. And it is rightly so called smart mate. Now to use the smart mate, you just need to select the face. For example, in this case, I'll select the face or edge. So you can just select any feature. In this case, I've selected the face. Now press and hold Alt key and then drag that component right where you want it to mate. So in this case, I just want this one, this face, to mate with that edge. So I'll just press and hold my Alt key and I'll move it right here. Now, as soon as you move it close to this edge, it will automatically detect the correct set of mates and it will apply it. Let go and it is applied. So what are the mates that we have? So it automatically applied the concentric as well as the coincident mate. So if you go to this mates option, you'll see that we have not only this coincident, but also the concentric mate. So both of these are applied at one stroke. You don't need to do it twice. Now we just have one more mate here that we need to apply. So let's just do it quickly now. So I'll select this bottom edge right here, and then I'll select this top edge and quickly I'll apply the concentric one, and we are done. Now in a similar way, we can apply it right here. So here I'll simply make a copy of this hinge assembly. So I'll select this hinge assembly, press and hold my control key and drag it out just to create a copy. So now I'll move it closer here, and let's now zoom in. And here I'll just select this face, press and hold Alt key, move it right here. Once again, all the constraints are automatically applied. Now we just need to apply one more here. So I'll simply select this edge, and they should be concentric, and we are done. So we have got all the required constraints added here on this hinge too. So we've got both of these hinges in place. Now let's add the panel. Now to add the panel, well, I'll go to insert component and I'll select this right panel. Select open and just add it maybe here. All right. And I'll also rotate this one slightly. Now here also we have the grooves and the panel. And once again, if you want, you can use the smart mate for this one too. So here you can select this face, the face inside this groove right here. Press and hold Alt key and just move it close to this one. And there it is applied. Now, once again, the mate is properly applied, and well, you can apply all the other mates. But in this case, it's creating problem. Just because one of the mate is applied, it won't let you apply all the other ones. So you can simply hide this geometry. So in this case, this complete cabinet. So I'll select this cabinet from this feature tree. I'll hide it so that we have room for this one, and we'll bring it back later. So there we are. Now I'll just orbit this kind of like this, and we just need to add this and just make it concentric. We already have the coincident relation added here. Now you can add it on this side, but that's not required because it will automatically align perfectly with this one. So that's no longer required. And with these many mates, we now have the door panel also. Let's now go to the first cabinet and bring it back. All right. Now this cabinet should open and close properly with respect to that hinge, but currently it won't work because the hinge assembly is completely rigid. So once again, I'll go to hinge, this assembly, and I'll make it flexible. The second hinge assembly, and I'll make it flexible too. Also, just rebuild it just in case. And now let's try this. And yes, it is working perfectly, but we have a problem. Just look at this one. These two are not coincident. So we forgot to do that. Let's just do it quickly. So I'll select this face and then control select this face, and let's just make it coincident. and done. Now this will move along with this. All right, so that's done. But it has no limit. Right now it will move all the way beyond. It will just merge inside, not a realistic way of just moving these panels. And here also it's going to just go all the way inside. Again, we want to stop it right here. Now we could have added the angle limits directly in our hinges, and that would automatically prevent it from moving that far. And we can do it. That's one way of doing this thing. But alternatively, you can also build the angle mates, the angle limit mate right here in this assembly. Now let's see how we can do that. So go to mate, and here in the advanced mate, we have the angle limit. So just select this, and now select the faces where you want to apply the angle. So this is the face, and this is the second one. Now let's just select the main angle, which is 0 degrees. So let's just type 0, and let's see where 0 is. Well, this is 0. Well, we don't want it right here. So I'll change that to 90. Again, not the proper angle, 180. Well, that looks good. So 180 is this. All right, let's just make it 270, and that's taking it here. So it looks like we need the minimum angle of 180 and maximum angle of 270 degree for this to work. So the minimum angle is 180 and the maximum angle is 270 degrees. So with these two values, we now have the angle limit. So click OK and OK again, and we have added the angle limit. Now, if you move it, it will just stop right here. And if you move it to this side, it will stop right here. So it is now following all the physical limits. Now, in a similar way, you can add the second panel right here. But before doing that, I'm going to save this assembly. And here it is. So after applying the same set of constraints and same set of limits, the angular limits on this panel as well, we have this complete assembly. So if we open it, well, that's going to open like this. If we open this one, it's going to open like this. And of course, we can open the drawer exactly in a functional way. So this is a completely functional assembly that we have created. So finally, let's save this as well.